r/NoStupidQuestions. Dumb Toaster says, NSFW, is sex really supposed to be that good? This has been on my mind for a while now, so here goes. I've F20s been with my partner M20s for 4 years now, and we've slept together quite a lot of times already. Here comes the problem: I've been reading a lot of fiction lately, mature ones, and god, the sex sounds good. When they put it into words, both parties always orgasm. Meanwhile, I'm yet to know what an orgasm feels like, and I've never been on the receiving end of oral sex. I'm always the one giving my partner head, but has never eaten me out ever. Has nice. I know he loves me, but god, I'm so curious. If sex is supposed to be as good as they are in books or movies, I want to experience the kind you read in books, the kind that makes your legs feel like jelly, or whatever cliche there is out there. I'm just wondering if this is a deal breaker for me, and would I really give up a long-term relationship just for a good frick? Also, are sex and relationships supposed to go hand in hand, or is it okay to settle with sex that is mid at best? Edit. As most of you have pointed out, communication really is key. I guess I have to gather up the courage to talk about it with my partner. Possible Champion 222 says, sit on his face and teach him. Nabralaba says, and tell him that you love him. Paloemerald says, life would be fine if we all 69. Manablin Codex says, I'm yet to know what an orgasm feels like, and I've never been on the receiving end of oral sex. Sounds like you need to learn how to masturbate, so you can learn about your own body and sexuality, and then communicate to your partner how to pleasure you, and help him learn how to bring you to orgasm. Sorry to put it bluntly like this, but your orgasm is your responsibility before it's his. Also, what you're reading is fiction. And just like so much else, real life is not like fiction. Dumb Toaster says, I've gotten close. When I do it myself, I'm just not sure if I can call it an orgasm. I've tried to communicate with him, guide him even how I do it myself, but it didn't translate well. r/NoStupidQuestions. Thessalonikapact says, why is the men's clothing department always so small and boring? Why are men's clothing departments always an eighth the size of women's clothing departments? Men's fashion is so boring. All we get to choose from are plaid, solid color shirts, or some stupid graphic tees with Dragon Ball Z or some of the cartoon on it. Barakatus says, traditionally, men do not enjoy shopping for clothes, whereas women do. This is another good example of the difference between biological sex and gender. Thessalonikapact says, I don't enjoy shopping for clothes because I can barely find stuff I like. And flop_flopness says, money. Retailers earn more selling women's clothing, so they dedicate more space to it. C0i9z says, the enduring social paradigm is that women should greatly endeavor to appear desirable to men through their appearance, while men are expected to make much less effort. In fact, making too much of an effort is sometimes seen as unmanly. Quentin Barbaro says, I get mine from Value Village. Runs with Phantom says, I love shopping for clothes, because if I go out to buy clothes, I'm buying women's. Op is so right, women's clothes take about like 2/3 of a store, and there are so many options to choose from. I said it just the other day on another post, women have such a variety to choose from. It sucks. What sucks more is that I can't wear half the shit I buy. BC I live in TX and yay, not trying to get killed out here. When I buy men's clothes, I just order online. BC I can get my size pants and some shirts and it's easy. But buying women's, you need to be there, feel the fabrics, match some pants with a top, dresses, skirts, leggings. It is too much fun and too easy to spend a bunch of money. r/NoStupidQuestions. Negative Aslip 5707 says, what do you tell people when you can't work due to disability? I have a few different conditions that mean I can't work. From an outsider's perspective, I look like I have nothing wrong with me. I think I look like a confident person in their 30s, but I absolutely am not. I'm a walking anxiety-riddled disaster. There's a lot of stigma around not being able to work by a couple of different individuals in my life. I know I shouldn't let it get to me, but honestly it does. I would give anything to be a contributing member of society. I don't choose to be in this position, and I hate it. Anyway, I have a rare social event coming up, and I'm going to encounter new people, and the question always comes up, so what do you do? I never know what to say. My anxiety goes through the roof. I feel so ashamed and end up oversharing in some desperate attempt to explain my situation. I don't want to do this anymore. But WTF do I say? I'm prone to rambling in a blind panic, and then being absolutely mortified at the word vomit that comes out. I just wanna be able to have brief social interactions that I don't hyperfixate on for days after just pure cringing at myself. What do I say? Bumblecut says, I usually say I'm medically retired. MJR 511 says, it depends what you're comfortable saying, but I would suggest something along the lines of, well, I don't currently work as I'm disabled, but I spend my time doing. And then talk about hobbies or interests you may have. That way you answer the work point, but then hopefully get the conversation turned onto a topic that you're interested in, which in turn will probably mean that you bring a more positive energy to the conversation, making it more pleasant for both of you. Ganado says, how did you get disability due to anxiety, even if acute? Lumpen Rose says, I can't work, I'm disabled. Leave it at that, or I'll put a Lego in the most inconvenient places in your house for you to step on. Almost underscore cool 3579 says, what do you do? I spend most of my time underwater basket weaving and learning about the history of socks. What are your interests? What you do doesn't have to be your job. I do a lot of things that aren't associated with my employment, and quite honestly, those things are often more interesting. Just turn the conversation away from work if you don't want to explain your situation. If you're comfortable talking about it, be direct. I don't work for medical reasons, but I really enjoy r/NoStupidQuestions. Daniel Nurk says, is it demeaning to have to take a remedial math course just to attend college? I suck at math. I've always sucked at math, and known I sucked at it. My test scores and grades throughout school broadly reflect that, and while confidence or lack thereof can play some role, I think some people just don't grasp the concepts as easily as others, and I'm one of them. Everything I learned about math past early middle school evaporated the second I graduated high school. My math knowledge has regressed from passing whatever class I took in junior year to basically just the Mars of PEMDAS. I can't even do division beyond basic 4th grader level. So if I ever go to college, no matter what field I pursue, I will need a remedial math course. I don't even know if YouTube videos or a Math for Dummies book would suffice at this point. And here I thought I could get a career in accounting, or God forbid meteorology. I feel like taking remedial math is the type of thing you specifically avoid telling your friends or classmates about. Who the hell wants to admit they have to relearn math just to take basic first year courses? I know my confidence in math has historically been low, but I don't think I'm overreacting on this. Taking remedial math is a mark of shame, as if my age relative to most college students wouldn't be enough. I might be able to pass as a 22-year-old if I shave, but I can't pass at 6th grade math. Accurate_advice 1605 says, no. Nothing wrong with learning material you don't know. You will not be the only one in the class. Do not let your ego and pride get in the way of you improving yourself. Undocumented Sailor says, I took remedial math and ended up getting a degree in aeronautical engineering. You might find college teachers are better. Also you will actually care more than high school. Cat_stacker says. It's not demeaning, you're going to school to learn, and that's admirable. Deftverderv2 says. My younger brother left high school when he was 15. Worked for a specialist element factory, and when the on-site electrician retired he decided to step up. Went to college to learn mathematics, which he hated at school, so he could do the course for apprentices. Passed at the top of his class. He was 50 years of age when he did it. BMBMWMFM says. Nothing demeaning. Believe me, the classes are full, and for a reason. It doesn't reflect negatively on you. r/NoStupidQuestions. OK_button_9038 says. Why do people hate on me? I work at a grocery store. It's a small job, but I do my best. I try to make that place perfect and do my job the right way and not half-assed. My co-workers think it's cringe that I try so hard. I take pride in my job. Why do people hate on hard-working people? Crash Production says. Because it makes their mediocre work stand out more. Ferrotheta says. There's absolutely no shame in taking pride in your work, no matter what that work is. Apologisera Painless says. You make them look bad lol. Recidivus says. It is awful that we live in a world of no good deed goes unpunished, but it is a world that needs endless good deeds. Keep it up. The more you focus on improvement, the better your life will be. Unfortunately, there will always be crowds of assholes looking for someone else to blame. Just don't let them convert you. Okrika Spinach says. You make everyone else look bad. You shouldn't bust your ass for minimum wage. Chill out a little. OK_button_9038 says. I make 17 an hour and get 40+ hours a week. I'm fine with busting my ass. Ekum says. Never stop taking pride in your work. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.